Hello, everyone, and may the 4th be with you all. I am your host, Davy Boy, and with me is my companion as we travel through the galaxy together, Joe. Joe, how you doing, bud?
Good. I am excited to do this podcast. I am.
Good.
Anyway, no, man, I'm good, man. May the fourth be with you. May the fourth be with everyone. I'm very excited for this episode. We're both big Star Wars fans. It's Star Wars Day, and I'm looking forward to doing some Star Wars content with you.
Absolutely. Today we have things such as news about Mando and Grogu hitting the cinemas. We have our tier list of what we think is the best Star Wars content. We have a list of our top 3 favorite games, and we will have also a list of the best characters among the Star Wars universe. Oh, Joe, there's so much to talk about in this lovely day. We're also kind of low key waiting on seeing if there's any more news that hits the internet today. Obviously, today, May 4th, was the final 2 episodes releasing a mall. I've only unfortunately got to watch 1 episode. I have one left. I couldn't make it in time because we have been double recording. We have just finished our Gamer Chat podcast, and here we are again for some Star Wars content. And oh boy, is it going to be fun?
This one's going to be a doozy. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. I will do it. I must. So yeah, man, let's get into this. I mean, where do you want to start? Should we just start with the breaking news, really? About Mando and Grogu's movie releasing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mando and Grogu hitting cinemas on May 22nd. We're also going to be an IMAX screening, so make sure that you get to see that big old screen watching Grogu fighting off some of the Imperials.
I think it's going to be very, very interesting because I feel like Mandalorian definitely dropped off in the final season, and it was the first two were like incredible, ending with like the Luke Skywalker like fighting through all those droids, like
Oh yeah, peak.
absolute peak, and then the sort of the third one like just kind of dropped off a little bit. But I
Uh,
mean, look, let's not go too much into that right now because obviously there's lots to talk about. But I am very excited for this movie. Have you ever been to the IMAX, by the way?
I have never been to a. Well, that's lies. I've been to one IMAX screen, and that was the. What is the name of it? The one in London, the big ass one.
Oh yeah, that's
IMAX.
the one I've been to. Yeah, yeah. I went to it many years ago. I think
It,
like near 2000 or something like that. Like
the
in Y2K.
BFI IMAX screen in
Hmm.
London. I went there. The movie I saw was The Creator. Was the movie I saw?
I can't even remember the name of the film I saw. Like it was a long ass time ago. Ah, hang on a moment. Oh, I think I've also saw. You remember the original Avatar film? I think I saw that in IMAX as well.
As in
That was like,
2008.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I remember it.
Um, but
I
yeah, I mean,
saw that in 3D.
sorry.
Saw that in 3D
Yeah,
back in
yeah.
the day.
Oh, God, I remember 3D TVs. That was a thing. Um,
But yeah, here
yeah.
we are talking about all of the Star Wars news today. Well, not really a lot of news. There, we're still patiently waiting, but we do have some content for you today. Let's start off with, maybe talk about the 50 greatest Star Wars characters of all time. This is ranked by the Empire magazine, so this isn't our list. Some things might change, but Joe, will we go through it?
Oh yeah, we need to go through this. I mean, like, there's a lot to go through. The top 50. Like, I mean, that's pretty decent. Um, who do you think? Let us know. By the way, we're gonna go and tell you whether we agree with all of this. Um, and because I'm not sure I agree with the rankings, especially when you get towards like the top five and stuff. Like, um,
Absolutely.
but I mean in 13 as well. I especially disagree with that one. But let us know in the comments as which ones you disagree with, what you would change to what, because this is relatively spicy. I mean, there's a lot of characters in Star Wars, and like some of them on there. Like, I'm surprised even make the list.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Um, anyway, why don't, do you want to go take us through? Like, I think starting is it number? Do you want to start 50 with Asajj Ventress?
Yeah, so at number 50, Asajj Ventress. If anyone knows her through the Clone Wars series, I think she's a badass character. Personally, I think she should be a little bit.
Fantastic character.
I
I
think,
think she should be a bit higher.
yeah, way higher in my opinion.
Mm.
Then we have in 49, we have, is it Neil? Did I pronounce it correct? I think I pronounced
Yeah,
it
yeah,
correct.
Neil. Yeah,
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, Neil is the blue elephant looking guy. It's the
yeah, yeah,
best.
yeah.
So I'm pretty. Is he in the skeleton crew? Is that?
Yeah, he's in Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low key underrated, by the way. Very good Goonie vibes.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I watched a tiny bit of it. It's not really. It it wasn't terrible. I liked it more than I thought I would.
Like I went into it with a different like. I wasn't expecting a lot other than like a kid's journey throughout the universe of Star Wars. That's how I saw it.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, up next is K2SO, who is the droid from the Rogue One story.
yeah.
A bit low.
Underrated character.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bit
I think it's a
low.
bit low for him. Yeah.
And then next up we have is it Holdo?
I believe so. Yeah, that's how you pronounce. That's how Holdo. Yeah,
Holdo, and that is
Vice
a
Admiral.
yeah, voice
Yeah,
Admiral Holdo, and she is it one of the newer movies that she's in? I can't remember. Is it episode 7 or is it episode 8?
I believe so. Yes. Vice Admiral Holdo is
Last Jedi. Yeah.
yeah from the Last Jedi. Yeah, yeah.
And this one I think should be personally higher just because of the memes and stuff. Coming in at
Yeah.
number 46 is Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's
Yeah,
a trap.
he agreed. Yeah, it should be higher up just for the memes. I mean, he's not. It's more his voice. It's kind of like that. It's a trap. Yeah,
Exactly.
he should be a bit higher up, really.
And
Doesn't
ex-
really give too much to the story, but gives a hell of a load of interesting memes.
absolutely. And this one I don't agree with at all because I think Akbar is better than this person, but it is Babu Freak. That little
Babu,
Babu Freak is in
Babu
Rise of
Frick.
Sky.
Oh yeah, yeah, from yeah.
The little gremlin.
Yeah, yeah, from yeah. I think he should be a little bit higher up. But I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, he's definitely ahead of Akbar. Yeah. But I don't think he's. I wouldn't put him like way, way, way up the list. I'd put him maybe 10 places higher or something. But not. Oh, I'd definitely put him below our next one.
Yeah. Next is Captain Rex.
How
Cap
can you? How can Rex be this low? Anyone
it
who's watched Clone Wars or like you just yeah.
and just for like just from like looking at this list alone, I feel like these people haven't really watched the Clone Wars because you'll see a trend when the later we go down. Because after Rex, we have in what number is it? We have in number 42,
43.
we have Kanan Jarrus,
Yeah,
and
I'm not. Yeah, I don't mind. So characters from what is it? Oh God, I can't remember the name of it now.
Rebels.
The one that's like Rebels. That's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rebels. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. I didn't mind. I was not as big a fan of Rebels as I was of Clone Wars. Clone Wars was peak. And it's probably I'd arguably some of the best Star Wars content out there. So, but I didn't love the characters in Rebels so much, but it was nice to have a bit more Ahsoka. So,
Oh, absolutely. And the next person up is in 42. It's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and
by the way, I thought the live action of Thrawn in Ahsoka looked like Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Shout out in the comments if you agree with me. He looked like Elon Musk.
I I don't I'm surprised with that one. And the next one I'm very surprised with, if I'm being honest with you. Well, probably
Extremely.
because I mean,
Jedi scum.
like probably because his story isn't well told within the actual Star Wars movies or anything like
Yeah,
that. And that
yeah,
is one Mr. General Grievous, who
yeah.
is in number 41. Amazing character, badass. He should be higher. And I expect, especially the next one in number 40, they have
Yeah,
Rose.
she should be bottom of this entire list. this
like
one.
Rose Tico from the Star Wars Last Jedi. She's in, I think she's
Mm.
in that trilogy, but like
Not nothing against the actress, but that whole
Finn thing.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
just dreadful. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
Um,
under herself, an a really good actor, and
I think
who
this
is.
one should be higher up as well. Like,
But yeah, but how much
because
how much more are we gonna say that where we go up this list?
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Moff Gideon in number 39, so that is that. And in 38, we have, Thermolo, please.
Ezra. Ezra
Ezra
Bridger.
Bridger, yes, from also from the Rebel series. One of the
Yeah.
main characters. He shows up in Ahsoka, and
He
he
does.
looks like
Like our
Jesus,
next one.
yeah. And that would be Balin Skull, who
I
is.
think honestly, I really liked the character of Balin Skull, and I'm kind of gutted because the actor's leaving, isn't it? The
Well,
Ahsoka.
well, no,
He let.
he. It's not that he left. Like Ray Stevenson sadly passed away, and he had to be
Yeah.
replaced by
R.I.P.
Rory
Yeah.
McCann, who is also known as the Hound in Game of Thrones. If you didn't know,
Great
so.
actor. Fantastic actor, by the way.
And this
Um,
one, I'm just like, all right, like, okay, Mace Windu. We're putting him on 36. What are we
yeah, I'm
doing?
sorry, but whoever's written this list, like, I'm not convinced you like Star Wars.
Yeah, no, that's for. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. And then in 35, we have Cyril Karn, which is from, I believe he's an Andor. It's an Andor character, right?
Cyber Khan, yes, definitely Andor, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've only watched. Is there 2 seasons of Andor? I've only watched the first one.
No, I think that's just one, isn't there? Hang on, no,
I
they've announced the second season, maybe.
okay, okay. I can't remember,
Hang on a
but
moment. Andor. Oh, what the
I swear we
Sorry.
actually are Star Wars fans.
Huh.
It says 2 seasons.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, maybe we're both behind.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I didn't really like Andor, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, that is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. Don't get me wrong. I really like Diego Luna. I think you know what it was. It's just that it took so long to get into the. I think it was like episodes 11 or 12 apparently. Right, like where people were like, "Oh, it gets really good," but I was like, but I left episode 11 or 12. I was like watching it while I was on my phone, so I just never got to season two.
Well, that's fair. But there's one
But
thing
yeah,
that I don't like personally, and that is Qui-Gon Jinn being 34 on this list.
honestly, that just that hurts my soul.
What are we
Um,
doing? What are we doing here?
who? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I know
Qu-
someone who has a very specific set of skills, and he's coming for you right now. So, whoever wrote this list,
Yeah, no, that is absolutely insane. Like one of the most memorable characters, and we've got Soul from.
and the most important to the Skywalker arc.
Oh yeah, isn't Qui-Gon?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we have Soul, who is a Jedi Master. Is he like,
I think he's from the most recent thing, the
acolyte?
acolyte. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
acolyte. Like
Yeah,
that show. We'll talk about that more in the bracket, I guess.
yeah, yeah. But he should definitely be down the list, basically. Like way, way, way down. Like
I'd re-
more than 50.
I would replace him with someone like Adv-
Dex.
yeah, probably. And then we've got coming in at number 32, we've got Kino Loy, who's played by Andy Serkis and Andor. Great character, I'll tell you that much. Andy Serkis is
Yeah.
a goat, and I'll tell you what. I just watched the Two Towers last night. I was supposed to watch it last week, but things came up. But yeah,
Yeah, fair.
he's just fantastic, isn't he? Absolutely.
He is. Yeah.
And I can't believe it. In 31, my boy Chopper.
Yeah,
Chopper in 31. That's a disgrace.
it is a disgrace. Yeah,
Chopper should be much higher.
much higher.
I really feel like this list is, like, because the next character we're about to say is Deidre Mira, and she's also from Andor, and this is
Yeah.
character 30. As we kind of said at the start, we said that this is probably going to be really opposed to a certain amount of viewership, that the person has definitely favored the live action stuff over
Yeah.
the animated stuff. But for instance, at 29 is the Stranger. He is cool. Okay, this is the main bad guy
Yeah,
in
from the Acolyte. Yeah,
the Acolyte. His choreography and his mask is cool. I will say that, but it's 29, him, and then all of a sudden at 28 we've got one Mrs. Padme Adela. Huh?
Should be way higher. Should be like in the top 10. Padme's a quality character.
Absolutely. And
And you know,
what
shout out Natalie Portman. Like, you know, just yeah,
killing it.
yeah.
One of my first crushes. Anyway,
Me too. I think
yeah.
anyone of ours, roughly our age, to be fair.
Star Wars Attack of the
Which
Clone Wars.
leads me
God
to
damn.
the first crushes of many of the generation who may now, sadly, like the actor himself, be R.I.P. But Tarkin.
Oh,
number 27.
You moved on. I was about to say if it wasn't that, it was going to be Kimberly Hart from Pink Power Ranger.
Oh, no,
between...
me too. Yeah.
But yeah,
but I was talking about the
number
generation
27
of women significantly older than what we are.
Oh yeah, of course, But coming in at number 27 is unfortunately Tarkin, who when did he pass away? That like a long time ago.
A long time ago, way before. I mean, because they AI'd him in
they did
Rogue One, didn't they? And
yeah.
I think they did a very good job of doing it. I thought it looks great. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like that. I personally thought, well, he's dead, so what do you want? Like,
well, as long as there was permission, you know. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, technically, a dead person can't consent, but maybe he signed a document to give his image rights permanently to Disney. I don't know, or not Disney, but
yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna say something here. This one I would have put much higher.
Yeah.
If he didn't have a TV show and didn't come back in Mandalorian.
Agreed. Yeah, I thought the TV show was wank. But
yeah, so we are talking at 26, Boba Fett. Obviously, his original ship name was Slave One. Is it Slave One? That's the original name, Slave One.
I think so.
And they changed something else. What did they change it to? I remember something stupid. It's fire spray. It's called it a fire spray. Is what they changed it to. Like, come on, Slave One. We really just gonna. This one I think is an okay number. So is this number?
Just Muriel? I don't know. Oh no.
No, but Jabba the Hutt at 25. I think that's a reasonable spot for Jabba. It's like that. This is like one of the first ones I actually kind of agree with.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, 25 is quite far down, really. But yeah.
And then we have.
I like his little cameo in the Plagueis book, by the way. I do like that when he's chatting with Plagueis.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, moving on.
And then
I disagree with this one. I think of all the Disney characters, I actually thought Finn's character had the most potential.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone did. Back when we first saw that first trailer for episode 7. I was
very excited for his, and Disney fucked him.
Hard.
Disney, really, really hard. And to be fair, like
in the ass.
Yeah, it's probably it's Disney after all. No, I'm kidding. On a serious note, Finn should. I'm gutted for Finn. I would have loved to have seen some more awesome character development from him. I think he had huge potential, and it was a missed opportunity, that one.
And oh my! And in number 23 is C-3PO.
I do feel like they've done 3PO dirty here. I do really feel like, don't get me wrong, like he's incredibly irritating, but he's comic relief, really. Like he should be high. And is it 3PO and R2-D2 are the only droids to appear in all the mainline films?
That's correct.
They're the only characters to appear in all the films, I think.
Yeah, they are, because they're in Rogue One as well. Well, I don't know if they're in Solo.
No. All the mainline films.
Oh, mainline, yeah.
So yeah.
But they still show up in Rogue.
They
but
show up in some other stuff. But
yeah, that's correct. And
Yeah.
then moving, I don't agree with this one. I think the character is kind of overblown, and that is Poe Dameron. That
Do you think
is,
lower? Do you think hot? So
I
like
think
number
he should
like
be like 40 around that. I don't think he's that great.
another one that was I feel like a bit of a missed opportunity in the Force Awakens. I thought, oh, okay, well at least at the start of it, I was thinking, okay, okay, but
Yeah,
yeah, he
but
was.
don't forget, Joe. Somehow Palpatine returned. What a
Well,
terrible
let's get
line.
into that. Let's get into that a bit later.
Yeah,
Um,
and then coming up next at 21 is Mothra.
hang on, what Poe Dameron? You
So
missed
we're
22. Oh no, no,
no, I
sorry.
didn't. We just
What am I
spoke
talking
about.
about?
We just
Yeah, yeah.
spoke
What
about
am I
it.
talking about? Oh my god, I just had a moment. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mon Mothma. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Uh,
eh.
what type Mon Mothma? You know. Probably. I wouldn't give her much lower, as in like 30 odd, maybe or something.
I'd have her like, yeah. I think she's too high up the list for me.
She's around. She's less than Jabba, but not by much.
Oh, absolutely. And the next one, I don't know if this is just recency bias to me, but I mean, even back in the day,
No, no,
watching
no.
this, like,
He
watch.
is. He's a top 7 character.
Well, absolutely. Like, if you've watched, okay, before we even continue, number 20, Darth Maul, Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic character. We
Fantastic. If it, not so, Ray Park, by the way, and his portrayal of Darth Maul in the Phantom Menace was nothing short of insane. Without Ray Park and his choreography, the lightsaber fights in the prequels would have been well, we would have it would have been think Ray and Ben Solo's fights. We would have been stuck with that kind of stuff.
oof.
This guy carried the lightsaber choreography, and we got some of the best, amazing lightsaber fights that you will ever see, ever. To be honest, I'm not sure we'll top them, and it was down to this Ray Park. And then that's even before speaking about oh god, why is his name gone?
Sam
Starkiller.
Witter,
What's his name? The actor.
Sam Ritter,
Sorry,
Sam Witter.
Sam Witwer. Yeah, sorry, Sam. I love you.
Probably the most nerdiest Star Wars fan
Honestly,
out
this
there.
guy, like his portrayal, his voice acting for obviously all the characters he does. We see, I think he does Palpatine's voices when Ian doesn't do it. He does, obviously Starkiller and Darth Maul, and he does a in the Clone Wars and in the Maul TV show. He is incredible. Oh, and is it in Rebels as well?
I think so. Yeah,
Maul makes an appearance as well, doesn't he?
yeah.
Um, yeah, he's Maul is a fantastic character. He's got such incredible character arcs um, across the whole Star Wars mythos, and he's been done dirty here by being at number 20. This guy, like I said, he's a top 7 character.
And especially when we put
Where
him
would
up,
you rank him? Like, if you had to, do you think top 7's good enough, or are you even more bullish?
I'm just trying to see. Maybe top five personally.
Yeah, fair, fair,
Yeah,
fair.
top five personally, because there is one person that isn't on this list, but we know why they're not, and that's totally okay. But we'll talk about it in a minute. So
Yeah,
up next at number 19 is BB-8. Like, I know it's a cool droid and stuff, but we're gonna have him over Maul. Like, are we gonna
yeah. What are we doing here? Come on.
like C-3PO is a
I
better
feel like
character than
I genuinely I think they've got AI to do this list.
it's. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Wouldn't put it past them,
Yeah,
and especially at number 18, Ahsoka Tano. Lads, what are we doing here? Ahsoka and
yeah.
Aiden.
Ahsoka's a top 10 character. Anyone who's seen Clone Wars, don't. This is why if this person has watched them all, they've probably just watched the TV series because Ahsoka TV series again was so promising to start with and really went off a cliff. But Ahsoka in the Clone Wars, I mean, and even in Rebels too. Like,
And
guys,
then it's like
18? No, she needs to be higher.
much higher. And then coming up next at number 17, we have our boy Lando Calrissian. And yeah, I think this one is. I'd push him into the top 15 personally.
Agreed. I think he's not too far away from where I'd put him. He's a great character, and I like his portrayal by Donald Glover, by the way, in Solo.
Solo,
I think
yeah.
that's one of the highlights of that film. Um, but also obviously the original. Obviously, he's a great character in the original trilogy. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, I think maybe between 12 and 15. 17 isn't too bad for him. He's not been done too dirty.
And then coming in at number 16, who's kind of new to all this, but like he's probably the newest person on this entire list, and
Well,
he
this high up the list.
like, and I feel like he show kind of reignited a
I'll
lot
take
of
my
Star Wars passion towards people. Like it made it way more mainstream, and that is when Mr. Jin Djarin, who is also known as the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, iconic show. Like the first two seasons were fantastic, and then it kind of dipped off a bit. But now he's getting his own movie with Grogu, so I just hope that movie kind of does well. As we spoke at the top of the show, it is coming out May 22nd, also on IMAX. I like his character. I like how he's a cowboy, like Wild West type of thing, but he
Yeah.
also lives by the code. And there's times where he's conflicted and isn't. And I love when you look up on like Google, it shows that his child is Grogu, like it's if it's his actual
Mm.
child. But yeah, no, the Mandalorian is pretty good.
But where do you think about the placement of Din Djarin?
I think he should be 10, personally.
But he's been placed at 16, and you know what? This is the way. So moving on.
This
Um,
this is in
this
fact
is
the
the way.
way.
This is the way. And I think another one which maybe should be a little bit higher, certainly in the top 10, is Do It. Darth Sidious or Palpatine.
On Palpatine, he should
Palpatine.
be
I mean, like,
much
I mean,
higher.
exactly. Forget his appearance across the films, and but his appearance as well in the Clone Wars and all the backstory to his character, and also in the Plagueis book as well, which technically I suppose is Legends now. But like
Yeah.
Palpatine is a fantastic character, extraordinarily well written, portrayed by some of the best people in the business, i.e., Ian and Sam Witwer. And just incredible, really.
Yes,
Such
yes.
yes, you have done well, my apprentice. Anyway, but yes, moving from one Palpatine to one of the newer characters again.
Yeah.
I feel like this is where I feel Din Djarin's been hard done by, because people place Grogu above Din Djarin. It's like Grogu hasn't done an awful lot yet. He's kind of had more of like a Togepi type role in like
Yeah, he's like, oh, cute little baby
Pokemon
Yoda.
anime. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
cause
he's done like a
remember,
few
like
things.
he
He's performed
like
Metronome a few times and like made some
like
shit happen once or twice. But
like my father still calls him Baby Yoda, even though he knows his name. Because that's like, and my niece calls him Baby Yoda. That's just how he's known by lots of people. It's just Baby Yoda,
my
and
missus just says, "Oh, he's a baby."
it's like, but I can say, no, that dude's like fucking 105, like 200. Wait until he gets to 500, he'd be fine.
Yeah,
But like,
exactly.
but this character bit too high for my liking. Obviously, he's just a cute character. He's a like force sensitive. He should be much like once he's becomes more of his own character in a few years he can come up. But right now he should be like top 25 maybe. But
Agreed. And you know what? This next one is the biggest crime against the Republic.
I
Which is
love
ironic.
democracy.
Ironic. Ironic.
but yeah, number
because,
13. Say who it is. Go on. Say who is number 13.
Anakin Skywalker. You're younger than I expected.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro? Like, Mr. Watto isn't even on the list, bro.
Annie!
Annie, come here, bro.
Anyway, on a serious note, in fact, Watto, I noticed, isn't on this list, and
Yeah,
he should be on it. Anyway, let's move on. Anakin Skywalker at number 13. My opinion, he should be number 1.
Just for the sake of character development.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like we have seen this guy as a child grow to a teenager, grow to an adult, to become who he is, and his
Yeah.
redemption arc throughout the entire show. The fact that he like, I would. I'll ask you a certain question when we get to actually the very bottom of this, when we actually finish the list,
Yeah, yeah.
because I feel like it's kind of a waste of a character. But him at 13 alone is just outright. I don't know if people are just
Proof that
putting
this
the,
list is just BS.
like, I just feel like these people haven't actually watched the animated series at
Oh
all.
yeah, I mean, because Anakin Skywalker. Here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
So, and we will get to this when we go to discuss and do the bracket, right? But Anakin Skywalker, um, is his cat, and all of the Jedi and the
Jedi.
character development that they get in the Clone Wars is insane.
Hmm.
It's incredible, and like watching him in Clone Wars is insane, and you get a better. The Clone Wars makes the prequels better movies.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, Jesus, of course it does. But the fact that he's that low, like, okay, we're gonna move past it because it's making me mad. This character also in the wrong
Same with the
area.
ship. Yeah. Well, he's just followed Anakin Skywalker down the list, hasn't he?
How you doing up there, Anakin?
Yeah.
R2D2 in 12.
Anakin's like, stay with the ship. I'm going down the list.
Yeah, no, it is ridiculous. R2D2, best droid in the entire. Well, actually, actually, I would just. Okay, well, I'll talk about it at the end because, yeah, he's not even my favorite droid, but he is the second best droid
Yes.
in this show. Like, I have a different number one droid, and I don't. It could be the same as yours. I'm not too sure, but we'll talk about that later. But
who's yours?
I'll say it after the end of this entire list because I'm mad thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
So R2D2, fantastic, one of the best characters, one of the most pivotal characters in the entire franchise to kick off the entire quest for Luke. Oh boy, this is.
But there's a theory. There's a fan theory, isn't it, that the whole of Star Wars was told from the point of view of R2D2.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it.
But yeah, I mean, the next character on this list, don't get me wrong, he's a good character, but he's way higher than he should be.
But like, this is what I
That
mean.
is Cassian Andor, great character. Diego Luna is a fantastic actor as well, but he has no right being anywhere near the top 10. He should be around the area of Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. Yeah. But it's also the fact that you can tell this person only watched the live action stuff, because, I mean, bear in mind, some people say it is one of the best shows, like Star Wars shows, and like if they put it up there with the movies, and I can understand that. But like, him as a character, no, not when there's already certain characters that we've passed that should be in the top 5, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
And the next one is very controversial also.
Yeah, top 10, definitely. Don't get me wrong, I actually, again, another character had huge potential, but they ended up giving her zero story, and just making her, and that is Rey, obviously. Anyone who's watched the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, will know that, and Daisy Ridley's a great actress, and her portrayal of Rey was good, but this character was just so poorly written. She had no character development,
and just when we thought she did, nah. Well, we did. I mean, well, just credit, we do know her backstory. Well, we don't know her parents or anything, but we do know what she is the descent.
But that's not a character development. That's just her gaining understanding of where she came from.
Yeah, I know, and like, that's what I mean by the fact that she is a Palpatine, and she didn't succumb to the dark side. She very much could have. Obviously, the things with her being trained by Luke, and one of the things that pissed me off to this day is the Luke Skywalker in the
Oh God,
New
let's
trilogy.
not talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like tossing away the lightsaber. Like even Mark Hamill himself knows that he doesn't want to be a part of those because he knows
Mhm.
how bad that is. But yeah, let's just skip over that. And a character that's way too high for me, in my opinion. One of
What?
way too high. He should be way
As
lower.
in, it should be closer to number
One.
one. Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Yeah.
eh, Calm yourself. Calm yourself. All right. One Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi here, sitting in number 9, should be at least a top 4 character. Okay.
Oh, I don't think so. No, actually, I agree. No, yeah, top. I would actually say position number 4 is probably about right for him.
Yeah.
Um,
Obi-Wan, fantastic. He had his own show. It wasn't needed, but we got it anyway because we're nerds. We like this type of thing.
Here's
Him,
the thing. I really wanted that Obi-Wan Kenobi show, but they
they didn't put it off as well as they could have.
they pulled it off. Yeah, or half as well as they could have. They focused too much on Reva, to be honest with you. But we'll go into that another point when we discuss the bracket and stuff. But yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi again in the only Jedi, by the way, to defeat a Sith, I think, in because Ventress that was Darth Maul.
Yeah, correct.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's the only. Okay, not in like in the
A Sith
Skywalker.
Lord. In the
Yeah.
Sith Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, defeating Obi-Wan. Oh no! Sorry, Anakin Skywalker obviously defeated Count Dooku. What am I talking about? But like,
Right. Yeah.
but that was orchestrated. You could make the argument that was orchestrated by Palpatine himself. Anywho, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Should be much higher up. This next one, however, I kind of agree with.
Yeah,
I
this
think
one is
maybe
kind
he
of
sh-
on it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would actually maybe move him down 1 or 2,
To
but not
11?
by much.
To like 11.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are talking about Chewbacca in at number 8. Chewbacca is obviously a Wookiee, iconic, comic relief, a duo partner of one Han Solo, who is yet to show up on the list, which means that he could be somewhere coming up soon, maybe. But we'll get there in a second. But yeah, Chewie, I feel like that's a reasonable spot for him.
Yeah.
The next one.
Definitely not higher, but not much lower. Mate.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the next one I'm about really, and that is one Mr. the one who had so much aura, and then loses it completely.
Yeah.
When you watch, and that is one Mr. Kylo Ren. When we first saw this dude, and he had like the sword saber, as well as such
so much mystique. He had so much mystique about him.
Like the fact that we just see, like we just see him in the snow, and he like the way he just like pops out. He's like a saber, and then like the way that he's like shown off, as in like he looks up to Vader, and like it was oh he's so cool, and then you realize that he's just a whiny teenager. Like he portrays himself as a whiny teenager that can't control himself.
Yeah, I mean, and just yeah,
and it's got nothing to do with Adam Driver, by the way. It's
no. Adam Driver's portrayal was great. Like, I mean, he portrayed like. I mean, the thing is, people will. I remember people making the same thing. Oh, he's just a whiny teenager, like they did about Anakin Skywalker, and when those films first came out. But it's more the fact that Kylo Ren was just incredibly poorly written. Like his we didn't get any understanding of why and how, etc. Well, you could sort of see the Anakin's journey towards, and obviously the Clone Wars really helps out with that and stuff like that. But then his redemption, it kind of came from nowhere. Like I just don't get it. Anyway, yeah. Let's yeah,
You're making me upset.
We could rant on, but let's move on to the next one. We've got Luthen Rael.
You don't know who Luthen Rael is, bro?
Who Luthen Rael, bro?
He's in Andor. He's the guy who's also known.
I know him. Yeah, no, I do know him. He's Mad Eye. Hang on a moment.
Yeah, he's not Matt Outmura. He isn't part of
No.
Scarabine. He's
That's the one.
Bootstrap.
He's
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 Bootstrap.
Bootstrap Bill. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
that's where I
Yeah,
was
no,
going with
I do know
that.
him. Yeah. Lupin well,
Also,
yeah.
the father of all of the fucking Skarsgård kids. So like Bill Skarsgård, all them. He's the father of them. So
Okay.
what a genetic family that they have.
Indeed, yeah, yeah, exactly.
A bit. I think he.
The next one I actually agree with, by the way.
I feel like that he could go up a bit. Not that he could go towards like seven or eight, but I can see the argument there. But yeah, we'll just skip past that because we can just tell what this. I mean, Andor is great and all, but you can tell these people haven't watched the animated series. And we're one Mr. Green little one at 5. He is Yoda. Yoda.
About right on this list, I am. Meditate on this, I will.
Yoda, iconic.
Probably, I probably agree with the placement. 5, I would say, is probably about right for him.
Yeah. The next one. I mean, it's hard to say really for me personally because
I would put her in the top 10.
Yeah.
Of course, talking about Princess Leia, but I wouldn't put her 4. No. I would swap her and Obi-Wan Kenobi round actually.
Yeah, absolutely. I would 100% agree with you there. Like, obviously, she's pretty cool. We find out that she is
very cool character. Yeah.
We know that she's into a bit of incestual stuff. We also know that
she's made up the that film and that scene in the film is basically what started the whole weird incest thing they've got going on Pornhub and all those feeds.
Exactly, yeah. As well as rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. She is badass. I do feel like she's a bit too high. Obviously, the mother of Kylo Ren and partner of Han Solo, which is getting a bit worrying that we are number 4 and Han Solo is still not been mentioned.
To make an appearance, yeah.
So we will go to, speaking of incestual things, let's talk about number 3, Mr. Luke Skywalker.
At number 3, I think that's the right position for him, to be honest with you, for me personally.
Yeah, I would agree.
That is if you don't count Anakin Skywalker and our next one, Darth Vader, as the same person, which most people in Star Wars lore don't.
Like, they're the same character though. Like
they're the same body, but they are different people. You have this is for example, Qui-Gon Jinn thinks of Darth Vader and Anakin as 2 different people. And like characters within the lore go on to think of them like that, and for good reason, because they are.
But a lot of people like don't know that Anakin is Darth Vader, though. You know what I mean?
No, I know. Yeah.
But they are the same character, so I feel like that's a space robbed for somebody else.
Potentially, yeah.
But Joe, we have hit number 2, and we just said that Darth Vader is 2. So who's number 1?
Han Solo.
But why?
I don't know. I mean, top 10 character probably, maybe top 15, but don't know why he's. I mean, first of all, let's just say Harrison Ford. Hold tight, Harrison. Like, we love you. I'm a big Harrison Ford fan.
Oh, absolutely. I tear up sometimes when I watch them in the Shrinking TV show. He's amazing.
Oh man, me too. But mate, me and my missus. Let's. That's a whole other thing. I love Shrinking. He's so good in that. But Han Solo, I don't think he's number 1. I think he's top 15. In fact, I'd swap him and Anakin Skywalker around in this list from 13 to 1.
Absolutely, I would agree. I think I would absolutely 100% agree there.
Yeah.
But with that being concluding this list, can we talk about who's missing from this list, please?
You know what? I've gone through so many characters. Well, there's a load of the Jedi missing, of course.
Absolutely.
Count Dooku is missing from this list.
Uh-huh.
Who are you thinking? Because obviously there's lots of people missing from the list.
Starkiller.
Sorry?
Starkiller.
Starkiller, of course, is missing from the list.
Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. So this is why you think the person is not, because they've not played the games either, have they? Obviously, yeah, you've got Plagueis, you've got all. I mean, technically he's not.
And the best droid of all of them, BD1, isn't on the list.
True. Oh yeah, BD1. Yes, and that makes sense now. I was thinking, I was like, what droid is he possibly thinking of? BD1. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, from the games.
Like, and if you say that the games don't count, grow up. All right, they do.
The games absolutely count. They're considered canon, a lot of them. So, so they do count. But yeah, they have done Count Dooku dirty. He's one of the greatest characters in this.
And obviously,
Django
Fett.
Django Fett, yeah. I mean, have they put Boba Fett in it?
They put Boba, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they should put Django Fett in there. But I mean, this is what they've done. Rather than they've made even though Boba Fett is a clone of Django Fett, they've been like, oh, it's the same guy, isn't it? But they put Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker as different people.
But you know what absolutely pisses me off? That Cad Bane isn't even in the top 50.
Oh man, you know what? You could go through. There's so many characters they've not included.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. It's just insane.
I want to know who posted this. Star Wars Holocron posted that.
They posted, but it is
Star Wars news, reviews, trivia, more.
But it was an article made by the Empire magazine, which is, I actually want to take a quick look before we even continue. Yeah, like everyone is agreeing with us in the comments. It's like Kylo and Rey are top 10, but not Palpatine, Anakin, or Cassian or R2. This is a bad list when you reveal it last time. It's still bad. Like people agree with us. Like I feel like we are very much in a line.
Sorry. I've just gone looking on the Star Wars Holocron page, and the White House has Donald Trump as the Mandalorian with Grogu. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh dear. That's not going to go down well.
Absolutely not. But that is the list. I don't agree with this, and I think you're on the same boat as me.
Yeah.
Now, before we get on to our big topic, which is the brackets of what we think is the best, what is your top 3 Star Wars games? I know there's so many good games. I know you don't even have to put you don't have to categorize, just 3 of the best ones you think of straight away that are your favorite. Okay,
off the bat, there's KOTOR. I'm gonna bracket them as one game, KOTOR 1 and 2. I'm gonna say Jedi Survivor because I fucking loved the combat in that game. And then I'm going to, and the storyline was good. Although I thought the better storyline was Jedi Fallen Order, but the overall better package was Jedi Survivor. And that's difficult because I'm torn between Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and The Force Unleashed 2. I'm not going to do my man Sam dirty. I'm going to say, oh no. Okay, no. I am afraid I'm going to do him dirty because I'm going to say. Say it. Sorry, Republic Commando.
Exactly. There you go. That's the correct answer.
So go on. I take it that's your number 1. So what's your 2?
Oh yeah, all day. So then it is Force Unleashed 2, and then it is Jedi Survivor.
Fair. It's very tough. There's so many amazing Star Wars.
And what I'll do, and all due respect, with Pod Rate, the Galactic Racer coming out later in the year, that could possibly take one of those spots. I'm really excited.
Even the Episode 1 Pod Racer was fantastic, but then you've got Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2, which were both amazing, both modern and the old versions of it. You've got the Clone Wars. You've got Jedi Outcast. You've got. Do you know what I mean? You've got. I used to play Star Wars. So when I first. During like the mid late 90s, I was playing Star Wars games on the PC constantly. I like Star Wars, Dark Forces 2. I was just playing them all the time. I loved Star Wars, and I still do. And yeah, it's one of my earliest memories of gaming was playing old Star Wars games. There's so many to choose from, and that was I was a little bit pissed off that you came out of left field with me today and was just like, I'm going to ask this question, and I was just like, no, how have I had time to think this through? So a lot of my
Gotta keep you
answers
on
I
your
feel like have
toes.
got recency bias. But if I was to go through and like look at the my Steam library, because I bought all of the old versions of the game again just so I can for the nostalgia hit. But yeah, anyway, I digress.
Well, yeah, but
Guys, let us know. Did we get any of those right in the comments? What's your top 3 Star Wars games in order? 1, 2, 3. I want to know.
with that being said, let's get into the brackets. Okay. We made this plan ages ago. We said we'd post it on May the 4th. So, Joe, do you want to start us off?
Okay, so yeah, I will. Like, so just so you know, guys, what I've done here is I've bracketed up to start with George Lucas Star Wars content and Disney Star Wars content to try and make it a little bit more fair, so that the best of George Lucas stuff goes through fights against the George Lucas stuff, right? And then so we get the best of the George Lucas stuff before, because obviously it would just smash most of all the Disney stuff, so the Disney stuff gets a fair crack.
Or would it? Or would it?
Um, So we're gonna start off. We'll start with the George Lucas stuff. Start with the good shit. Kicking it right off with arguably 2 of the best films in all of Star Wars, and those are Empire Strikes Back versus Return of the Jedi. How do you feel about these two? Which one's better? Who should go through and why?
See, I was very conflicted about it, being completely honest with you, because I,
I sense the conflict within you.
there's a dark.
Let go of your hate.
But yeah, no, for me, I honestly feel like the one like Return of the Jedi has the more iconic, like has the more iconic lines. Like it has the like, you
Though
know,
Empire does have no, Luke, I am your father. No.
you know,
Um, but no,
like
what are you sending through?
oh, okay, oh, this one's tough. Like, because like we
You're just
have,
deleting. You're deleting, aren't you? You're just to delete what goes through, right?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, go on. Drum roll.
Empire Strike Back goes through.
Empire Strikes Back goes through.
Yeah, so we eliminate
Wow,
Return of the Jedi.
that is a big call. That is a big call.
Yeah,
Why are you Why are you setting that one through? Because
it's more iconic. Like when you know all the lines from that one. Like when the first time watching that, like finding out that he's father, and you're like, no way, really? You know, like
okay, fair enough. I think probably it's definitely got the best character development, and it's a great film. Like, especially even when it starts off, that battle on Hoth as well is insane. And yeah, I do really like it. It's just that fight scene at the end with Vader and Luke. It's so, and then the redemption arc, like, you know, when the Emperor is hitting Luke with the Force lightning, and you see Vader looking at him, and you can, in my head when I watch this, I can sort of feel Anakin like thinking back to with the Mace Windu thing, and what he saw, and thinking like, because obviously like Darth Vader hated Palpatine and stuff, and I can just see almost like Anakin going through the flashbacks, and then like thinking like, and then thinking of Padme, and thinking about like Luke as his last bit of Padme, like, I don't know, it's emotional, that last bit. You're probably right. Overall, as a film, Empire should go through, but I really feel like we've done Return of the Jedi dirty. But that was a titanic battle to get us off the bat. Yeah. What's up? What's our next matchup?
So next we have A New Hope versus The Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
I have an
Now-
obvious answer for so many reasons, but
Hang on a moment. This, I'm just saying, this is what you're getting rid of.
nope.
Oh no, yeah, no. Of course, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So what goes through here is
Uh,
that one, correct?
Yes, correct. Absolutely. The choreography, the music, that it's you try and tell me that you don't sit down and watch Revenge of the Sith and you don't get hyped.
Revenge of the Sith is my personal favorite.
Same as me.
So Revenge of the Sith is fantastic. The fighting choreography in it, and if you watch the extended edition, where you can see like Padme and whatever his name is, the guy
The one?
the guy from Alderaan, I can't remember his name now. Why is it evading me? God, it's getting late in the day.
Of what, sorry?
Bail Organa. Sorry, Bail Organa.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, and like and the others like trying to meeting, and that's basically the very very start of what forms the the rebels.
Yeah. But the music composed by John Williams is just unbelievable.
He does so much music. He does like Jurassic Park. He does Harry Potter. He does so much shit. But yeah, no, Revenge of the Sith, man. That the fight scenes at the fight scenes in it, the choreography, and to be fair, shout out Christopher fucking Lee, who again, master fencer.
Mm-hmm.
And his portrayal of Count Dooku in that battle between. And have you read the novels? Like,
I think I have, yeah.
yeah, the novelization, like where you can you get a real feel for what Dooku goes through. Like he's like getting from being like toying with them and thinking, oh, this is almost too easy, to then Obi-Wan and Anakin pulling a fast one on him and suddenly being masters of completely different forms from what Dooku thought and stuff, and Dooku's battle. And then obviously when he's about to get beheaded and then just like not saying anything. Oh, it's Christopher Lee, such a good portrayal of him. And obviously I know that there was a stunt double for him for the fight scenes. But the choreography between obviously Yoda as well and Darth Sidious and Anakin and Obi-Wan at the end. Oh, it's just insane. But yeah, let's get on to our next battle.
What do you mean Christopher Lee didn't do his own backflips and that fucking...
yeah, he used the Force.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, look, A New Hope was great and it started off the story and stuff, but really, I think it's great and it's fantastic in its own right, but this is it's also a little bit corny, and maybe George Lucas didn't think it was going to do as well, so he kind of wrote it to be a closed story type thing. I don't know. The other stuff, Star Wars was a much stronger franchise by then. Anyway, yeah. So we're moving on. I just wanted to do A New Hope its dues.
Then go ahead.
Okay,
Tell us what the next one is.
Okay. So the next one to go through, in my opinion, and I will not die on this hill, but yeah, it's the Phantom Menace goes through.
Yeah, so that is Attack of the Clone Wars, and the Attack of the Clones versus
the
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, yeah. Look, the Attack of the Clones is really good in terms of story development, and if you've watched the Clone Wars or and read the Plagueis book, Attack of the Clones, it's an extremely important film, but and I think everyone will agree with us here on this one. The Phantom Menace, that lightsaber, the Duel of Fates. What do you think? Are you sending through Attack of the Clones or Phantom Menace? Are we going to have to...
See, my nostalgia brings me to Attack of the Clones because of the fact that when I grew up, do you remember the fucking... What was the name of the creature that they fought in the pit? In the arena.
Oh, which one? Yeah,
the big claws and stuff.
The insect or the one with
the insect? Yeah,
the one that's the insect with that was like a praying mantis thing. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Now. Yeah, go on.
I had one of those. Like my father came home with one of those and Slave One ship, and I picked that, and my brother picked the Slave One uh,
Okay.
thing, and
I
I
mean,
just
Attack of the was very
it's called an Ackley is what it's called. But
okay.
however, you can't. The most iconic part is when the lightsaber battle is happening and the plasma shield wall goes up and they're just patiently waiting, and
Yeah,
Maul is
yeah.
just walking, pacing side to side, waiting,
While Qui-Gon meditates.
and while he
Yeah.
meditates, and then it's just like non-stop. And obviously we get the death of Qui-Gon, plus we get the iconic Darth Maul being cut in half, but he's not actually dead, because you find out when you play or watch more Star Wars. And then
Yeah. And by the way,
obviously,
that is an illegal that is an illegal lightsaber technique Obi-Wan uses to cut someone in half. Yeah, yeah. It's because it's not like a compassionate way of killing someone or
no,
like
but he was a Padawan. He wasn't like, he did whatever he could to.
well, and he was also angry. Like
Angry,
you
yeah.
see, you look in like his face when Qui-Gon Jinn like gets taken out by Maul. He's like he's fighting with anger, um,
But
and Maul
yeah,
just makes a mistake, plays with his food and suffers. Yeah,
but
but yeah,
and don't forget Jar Jar.
that's one thing that I do agree with them. He wasn't on that list.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
Misa not on the list, Danny.
Yeah,
But yeah,
indeed.
no. Phantom Menace goes through. The next one is also pretty easy, an easy one for me. We've got the Clone
Yeah,
Wars animated show versus Rebels animated show, and like without even hesitation, Clone Wars goes through.
yeah. I don't think anyone would disagree with this. I don't think we need to go into it anymore than this.
Yeah,
Clone Wars goes through. Yeah.
absolutely. I think that it is absolutely top tier storytelling throughout the entire show. Obviously, is there some filler? Of course, like most of the animated shows are going to have filler sometimes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is like, I remember watching that entire show and I was just like hooked most of the time, especially towards the end of it too. And like, Rebels I got into at a later stage because to rewatch it all, and it just, obviously having Ahsoka there and like the characters there, I wasn't really connecting with them as much. But that's just me
Okay, yeah.
personally. So like a Clone Wars
Yeah.
all the way for me. I don't know what it is for you, but
No, Clone Wars, get rid of Rebels.
okay. So
Okay. So
that is,
how do you want to do this? Do you want to go through the Disney stuff or do you want to get the George Lucas stuff to quickly fight it out?
yeah, we can do that.
Um,
So what is,
okay.
but who are we gonna go, who's gonna go against who though?
So it will be Empire versus Revenge of the Sith and then Phantom Menace versus Clone Wars.
Okay.
Well, I think we both know where we stand on Revenge of the Sith versus Empire, and I know that we'll probably ruffle a lot of feathers with this one, but Revenge of the Sith has got to go through, right?
Correct. That is correct. That is the only correct answer.
Yeah. So that
Au revoir.
goes au revoir, Empire. Um, you're being frozen in carbonite. And then we've got the Phantom Menace versus Clone Wars, and I think there's only one answer, and that this one goes.
Oh yes, yes, that is correct. We are going to eliminate the Phantom Menace. I know what y'all say, yada yada yada, but the
Yeah,
fact
yeah, the fight, the
is,
lightsaber fight, etc. But yeah, no, it's Clone Wars versus Revenge of the Sith. Now this is fucking tricky because
mm,
the Revenge of the Sith and the whole prequel trilogy
it all
is
leads
nowhere
to
near
this. It leads to this.
it does, and the Clone Wars makes those films so much better.
Absolutely.
The fleshing out, and even though the live action of Revenge of the Sith is absolutely incredible, I'd be tempted to give it to Clone Wars. I don't know. What do you think? Am I wrong here? Are we going Revenge of the? Are we discounting how fucking awesome Revenge of the Sith is? Are we not giving it its dues?
No, we are. It's the best live action Star Wars movie.
Yes, but is it the best of the George Lucas stuff?
I
That's the
mean,
question here.
uh, it doesn't have. I mean, the animated has pretty decent battles in it. Plus, we got a lot of Darth Maul. He's
We do. We get the, but we also get like Ahsoka. We get the.
I'm thinking of like
the arc
so
of,
we get
sorry.
we just get like even the Mandalorians. We get Mandalore.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like as a universe overall.
Yeah.
Like we get so much more from the Clone Wars, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm putting it ahead of. Oh,
Revenge of the Sith.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so
No,
hard.
listen. Give me a live action version of Clone Wars or something like that.
Doesn't work. Like as if you're talking about like a live action TV show with all those series.
Yeah.
Then yeah, of course, yeah.
Give me a live action version of Clone Wars. In fact, and I'll say this: like the only the only decent stuff that Disney have done lately has been live action. All the
I disagree.
Has been animated. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to
That's
say
what I mean.
camera stuff.
Yeah, it has been animated. Like the live action stuff has all been a bit. But yeah. Anyway, okay, we'll put through Clone Wars then. So Clone Wars is the best of the.
And just to clarify for people, it is the TV show, not the movie. Okay.
Yeah. Not the movie of Clone Wars. Well,
So
I would argue just the whole of like the movie and the TV show. I've bracketed it into one.
okay. But yeah,
the movie of Clone Wars isn't actually that good.
It's
as
okay.
far as Clone Wars content goes. Okay, moving into the Disney stuff. Now, this is arguably these matchups are a little bit more spicy because you've got you've got the shocking versus the dreadful, and some decent stuff. This first one here is probably one of the more decent matchups in my opinion, and that's obviously the Bad Batch versus Maul Shadowlord. Tell me how you feel about this one, because obviously I know you've not seen the last episode of Maul yet, but you've watched enough to form an opinion on it, I would have thought.
of course, yeah. So I'm not going to talk about what happens at the end of episode
Let's
9
not give
because
spoilers on this.
yeah, but like it is something that I'm really excited to watch the last episode, and I mean throughout the entire show, like even from episode 1 and 2, very high action packed stuff. Also, shout out to Bad Batch for releasing 5 years ago today. See, Bad
it's a great
Batch
success, by the way.
Yeah,
it's a great success.
Like the characters, like they're decent. Like, was it the 4 characters or was it 5? I can't remember, but it is a decent amount of characters. Like, and there's more seasons. There's 3 seasons, I'm pretty sure. Along with what I can't remember the guy's name. Is it? I remember. So, they have cool masks as well. I'm just trying to like narrow it all into my head to see which way I want to go about this. Because we've got Hunter. That's one. Is that the main guy? Then we got Tech Crosshair.
Sorry, from Bad Batch. Sorry, I got distracted by something. We're talking about Bad Batch.
Yeah, Bad
Hunter,
Batch. Yeah, Hunter and Wrecker. And as opposed to the characters we have in Maul, like obviously.
Maul, but like who's the Jedi and the Padawan?
Yeah, but like that's
the captain. Can't remember his name either.
The as in the captain in the in the like Darth Maul.
Yeah, the Maul
show.
Yeah.
See, I'm very very biased about this because he's voice acted by Wagner Moura, and he is a Brazilian, very famous Brazilian.
The voice acting, voice actors in Maul are amazing. They've got David, the actor of David Palmer from 24, is the voice of the Jedi. They've got some great voice actors in Maul. Obviously, Sam Witwer being Maul.
But yeah, no, Ragnar Mora is like pretty cool to me personally because I love Ragnar in all of these movies. I'm just trying to get my recency bias out of the way, but it's also perfectly animated, and it's just there's so much thought and the references in each battle.
And they've got Richard Ayoade in it as well as Two Boots.
Is that who that is?
Droid. Yeah, Richard Ayoade. Yeah.
Yeah, my God.
But yeah. Um,
Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
go on.
Small, Mall.
More goes through. Yeah,
Yeah,
More
like
goes
it's
through.
like it's.
More's the thing is, it's hard for me to be objective here, because Maul is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars,
Mhm.
um, and obviously because of who he is, he's going to get more engagement from, do you know what I mean, from the Inquisitors, from Vaders and things like that, Obi-Wan Kenobi's, etc. Even though we know he doesn't see Obi-Wan Kenobi until like his appearance in
Way
Rebels,
later.
but
Yeah.
um, anywho, but yeah, more. So this next one is a pretty. I mean, it's an open and shut case, really. It's Rogue One versus Solo. They both came out, relatively close to one another, and I think it's pretty obvious that Solo is the one that gets binned off, and Rogue One was fantastic. I think it's arguably Disney's best live action film.
That is. Yeah, I would agree with that. The only
Actually, I
cool
don't
thing.
think it's even arguable. I think it's just, yeah.
Yeah, no, but isn't Maul show up in that in Solo? It's like one of the only cool things.
He does. That's literally. He
Yeah.
gets like a second, and like I feel like there was supposed to be like follow on
Yeah, no, but
from that,
like the
because
main
there
guy
were
like had to take extra acting lessons because he couldn't act properly, and like when you're trying to play Han Solo, like I
yeah,
mean he played an okay Han Solo, but Rogue One as a
they
overall plot and everything was just fantastic.
it was fantastic, and obviously it had some great actors in. Obviously Diego Luna was fantastic in that,
Hmm.
and I mean obviously Solo did have um obviously Donald Glover appear in it. It had Emilia Clarke appear in it as well,
Hmm.
and stuff, and some good characters in. But yeah, like you say, it was not what anyone wanted. It was one of those things. It's like the thing that no one was asking for,
Yeah,
um, and in truth, I think they kind of ruined Han Solo as a character a tiny bit. But yeah, we move on. So Rogue One goes through. Our next one is another pretty open and shut case, but they're matched up because they both appear in each other's shows, and that is Mando versus Boba.
yeah. Do we even really need to say
No,
Earth
yeah,
come good?
Mando's going through. Mando's the only
Yeah.
good. Boba's fucking dreadful. I don't know what they were thinking. It goes. And that leads us to the next one. And this one is tough for the wrong reasons. Because it's like picking between a bag of shit um,
And a
and
bottle of piss.
and a bottle of piss. Like, it is not good. Like, so, and that is, if anyone hasn't guessed already, The Acolyte versus The Last Jedi. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but for me, I think The Last Jedi has to go through.
It does. But bear in mind, the choreography is pretty cool in the Acolyte, and the Acolyte's ending like has the potential to have something absolutely insane happen. But we know that the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, they no, you know what, the why The Acolyte can't go through for me is
Okay,
because
because of the
they
witch scene.
butchered. No. Well,
Okay.
yeah, but they butchered all the lore, like, with not just the witch thing and like that thing, but obviously they had Ki Mundi being like literally saying in the films, "Oh, the Sith haven't been seen in a millennia," and then appearing and saying that. It's like, no, come on, what are you doing? What is that? That is, um, yeah, it's not. It's not okay what they did there with the Acolyte.
And bear
The
in
Last
mind,
Jedi, at
but
least it's brand new content. And oh yeah, okay, you could argue that they weren't true to Luke Skywalker's character, but I guess they could write stuff as to how that happened.
hmm.
Whereas the Acolyte, the Acolyte should be retconned. I've said it. It should be retconned.
Do you know who shows up at the end of the Acolyte? Because I know you haven't
Yeah,
finished it.
Plagueis.
Yeah, Plagueis shows up. Yeah.
Yeah. Plagueis shows up. That they should have fucked off all that other shit that they started with and just started with fucking Plagueis and Tenebris.
Hmm. Okay.
That's what that needed. That's what people wanted. That's what it needed. Not all this other shit and the fucking witches and stuff like that. No.
Yeah. No.
Give
That
us
like
Tenebris and Plagueis. Don't give us all this other shit and like.
Bear in mind that
yeah.
that alone, like just like that whole witch thing, like just absolutely invalidates Anakin as a character.
I know, yeah, I know.
If that's like the one thing that pissed me off so much. Other than that,
Whoever was writing that script, and like you know what the thing that gets me about it is like how Disney's reaction to it, and like and like some of the people in entertainment media just giving people people tried to say, oh yeah, you don't like it because like I think it's
women, yeah,
Leslie Headland, maybe she's like I don't know, she's like LGBTQIA or something, and like I can assure you, for most everyone that I've ever spoken to about it, it's nothing to do with that. It's just she took
the
the
writing.
law and put it straight in the toilet and flushed it down there with a big old poo. Like it's yeah.
As
That's one of
opposed,
those. Rather than just say, "Oh, you know what, we got this one wrong," they were just like, "Nah, you know what, this is all the fans' fault."
yeah, no, but I feel like with The Last Jedi, I have some things that I would put over it, and that's basically the. I know it's probably stupid, like, but the Ben versus Luke battle at the end is pretty cool. I do like how that plays. I also love the expanded editions cover for it. It's like very reminiscent of the old Star Wars ones, and that's probably all I can say. Like the colors and how it worked was pretty cool, but other than that, like the story, they tried to move the story in a certain direction where it shouldn't have been heading. They were wasting the potential of Finn. Like
Yeah.
we can talk about more negatives than we can positives about this, but when it comes to two really bad like entities within the Star Wars saga, we're just gonna obviously have to put Last Jedi through because the acolyte's just really bad.
It's invalidated as a piece of Star Wars because it tried to retcon George Lucas. I'm sorry, fuck you.
Yeah,
And just and the main characters in it, like it was just so The Last Jedi could have been an hour and a half shorter because it had so much pointless content in it. But you know what? At least it was all like about new characters and not retconning like and going over the existing lore. So yeah, I'm afraid. Sorry, that was a difficult decision. That was a really difficult decision because they're both dreadful. But anyway, moving on, we have two things which I did enjoy, but I expected and wanted more from them. However,
absolutely.
I think it's a pretty fair matchup, and I don't actually know what to put through. My gut would actually say put Ahsoka through, even though Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of my favorite. Sorry, the matchup is Ahsoka versus Obi-Wan, the Kenobi show. Um, my gut would be to put Ahsoka through because I feel it has the most potential. To keep going. I don't really. It's we don't know as much about Ahsoka's story as we do about Obi-Wan Kenobi's.
Very true.
Um,
So, but I would want to cut you off now, but
Go on, please do.
uh, Ahsoka is basically season 7 of Rebels, and
True, but
we obviously get the cool Anakin slash Darth Vader scenes in Ahsoka, and
yeah,
in Kenobi we get Obi-Wan, who hasn't used the Force in such a long time, struggle struggle with the Force. When he finally meets Vader, we see the true power of Vader when he like remember when they tried to take off on the ship
yeah,
and like Vader
That was
just pulls
insane.
it back, and then the court like just the cinematography of the blue saber when Anakin's speaking with the mask, and then you just see the red saber kind of come into it, and it just shows that
Yeah.
he's fully gone. It's just Vader now, and I like, and there was a chance there where Obi-Wan could have beaten Vader there, like in that battle, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
feel
know.
like
I feel like here's the thing. I think they getting Leia involved. I didn't think worked very well for them.
mm,
Like yeah. I don't know. I didn't really. I thought. I feel like they went a little bit too far into Reva's character arc, who wasn't um wasn't a terrible idea for a character and stuff. I just feel like it went a little bit too far and into it when I feel like the focus should have been more on Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin, and or Vader, should I say? And but yeah, I feel like they did Obi-Wan a little bit dirty. Do you know it got like a fraction of the budget of the Acolyte? But we won't go into that. And Ahsoka, I really loved that scene where where Hayden shows up and Ahsoka's fighting against Anakin, and then it changes. His lightsaber changes to red, and obviously to make her make the decision to live and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Balin Skull was a great character. They had some great characters in it, but they just ruined it right at the end. With what's her face from Rebels, and like suddenly having her use the Force is like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean,
Anyway,
I feel like
I digress. What do you put through here? Because I don't have really an answer. My gut would say Ahsoka, but
yeah, no, I would agree. Like, just because of the fact that the story's not over, and I just feel like Kenobi is more so nostalgia based because we
yeah,
get a lot of just like flashbacks of when Anakin's his Padawan and they're like training the whole time. Plus, we
yeah,
get the whole Qui-Gon Jinn at the end, like, you know, things like that. I just
yeah.
feel like it's very more nostalgia based as opposed to progressing the
Yeah,
stories
the story
forward.
didn't
So
really do much for the Obi-Wan character arc, I thought. But
yeah, but no, but bear in mind, it's still cool.
it
But
is still cool. Yeah, yeah.
but Ahsoka goes through.
Okay, so next we have got. Oh shit! Sorry. Next we have got The Force Awakens versus The Rise of Skywalker. Now, guys, I will say this: we are missing out two shows from the bracket. That are the Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Empire. Both are very good, but we don't have more stuff for them to go up against. I mean, you could make the argument that maybe we should have we should have left out the Last Jedi and the Acolyte and put those instead, but we haven't now. So yeah, so this is the last one of the first matchups for the Disney Star Wars. The Force Awakens versus The Rise of Skywalker are the lesser of the three evils of the sequel trilogy. I kind of want to give it to The Force Awakens because it has the potential. All the characters in that have potential. And I like all of them in The Force Awakens. It almost, it's like you say, The Force Awakens almost plays it a bit too safe. But I'm intrigued by all the characters, and I'm hoping and expecting more. And the Rise of Skywalker, I'm thinking, okay, well, this could have ended worse. I expected it to end worse after The Last Jedi, but it it was still not good. What do you think?
Yeah, no, for me, it has to go to Force Awakens. Force Awakens, it was basically the start of a new trilogy. We
Yep.
saw that trailer and we were so excited to see where the stories would take us. Like, we thought Finn would be a bigger character, like, and as you said, like, it was just
Yep.
potential wasted. By the
Yep.
time we got to the Rise of the Skywalker, we knew what was going to come out at the end of that when she said that she was a Skywalker, and we're like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
And,
It's-
like it
yeah.
all led to nothing. Like, I felt like that entire trilogy led to nothing.
Yeah,
But
it did, yeah.
as opposed
They
to
may as well retcon it, to be fair, but
I
they
think
won't.
apparently they might be. I don't want to say too
They-
much, but apparently there are rumors coming out that they are retconning the
Well,
trilogy
they should.
to
They
move
should.
to shift focus to something else.
Yeah, well, they should retcon freaking the Acolyte first. Anyway, let's okay, so let's shoot through this and quickly get through to our final matchup. Let's do let's get do the next round. So next up to get the winner of the Disney content, if you like, we've got Maul versus Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difficult one, to be honest with you. Am I being biased because of the Vader scene?
It's Rogue One.
Corridor?
It's Rogue One.
Yeah. I think it has to be. Rogue One's got to go through. Darth
Yeah.
Maul hasn't. The series is good, but it hasn't quite done enough just yet to to put it on the level as Rogue One. So Rogue One goes through. Then we got Mando versus the Last Jedi. Well, I think that's the most obvious answer we've had so far. The Last Jedi goes.
Yeah.
Then we've got Ahsoka versus The Force Awakens. What do you think here?
Oof, this one's actually one of the harder ones now.
It is, yeah. Because The Force Awakens, if you just left if you left The Force Awakens and took away the other two films, it's not terrible. It's actually okay, and it's like it has a lot of potential. But Ahsoka, it feels like it's dropped off a little bit, and they need to do a lot to. Do you know what I mean? It needs to. They need to find out that it was somehow not. I can't remember what her name is now. From the one who was in Rebels as well. And it needs to be like someone used the Force on her to Force push her or something like that. They need to find a way to explain that nonsense out of that. I don't think you have the final say on this. I don't mind.
For me, I feel like we put Ahsoka through just because Ahsoka clears
Ahsoka's
any of
awesome.
the
Yeah.
As a character, she clears anyone from that series.
Agreed. Okay, so moving down, we've now got Rogue One versus Mando. Have I just? Yeah. What?
Well, we have we have Rogue One versus Mando, and then it's it's between those two for that. So it is correct, no?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go on then.
Yeah. So Mando or Rogue One. The Vader scene clears the Skywalker or the Luke scene.
Yeah, it does. Although they're both relatively similar. So Rogue One then.
Yeah, Rogue One, and then Rogue One beats Ahsoka.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And then
Okay. So now we are at the final matchup,
which is the Clone Wars TV show versus the Rogue One movie. I know my winner.
I mean, there is only one winner, and it's this one here.
Yeah, for me, the winner is the Clone Wars.
I'm in agreement with Dave here. Like, it's. I mean, the Rogue One can't compete on its own as a single movie. However, the Darth Vader. Let's give it its weight to and if you can clip it and play it at the end of this, like silently in the background, Dave. Like the lightsaber scene with Darth Vader is 30 seconds perhaps of the best cinema I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. You know what? It's one of my you know, when I watch it, I get goose pimples.
You goose pimples? You not say goose bumps?
Goosebumps, goose pimples, whatever.
You British man, what the fuck word terminology you use?
I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, because goosebumps is some. Anyway, yeah. Ignore me. I say weird things sometimes. Hey.
Hey, but that's
my missus takes the piss out of me for saying weird stuff all the time.
But yeah, no, how do you think I feel with my lisp? But anyway,
to be fair, dude, I've not really even noticed it
because we haven't said many S things.
Even though we've been saying Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's like a slight whistle whenever I say anything with an S now. But don't worry, another week.
If your mic's been picking that up, is that?
It might actually pick it up once or twice because I have been pretty close to it today. But I think in like 2 weeks it'll be fixed. But anyway, for me, it's Clone Wars. It clears Rogue One. But however, I do agree with you. That last 30 seconds of Rogue One is like peak Star Wars. But Clone Wars throughout the entire show, like growing up with it, like everything that it's got to be Clone Wars for me. But like Rogue One,
Rogue One is best. It's head and shoulders the best Disney content. For Star Wars. Listen, guys, how do you feel about this? Like, tell us, are we wrong to be ranking an animated series as the best Star Wars content? Tell us.
And then tell me why you're all wrong for not picking it.
Yeah, and tell me why you're wrong. Anyway, but actually, I will say this though, Dave. If we had included Tales of the Empire and Tales of the Jedi, and Tales of the Jedi inevitably got through, Do you think Tales of the Jedi would have beaten Rogue One?
Ooh.
It's a toughie.
No, I don't think so
Because
because
Count Dooku is one of my favorite characters.
yeah, no,
And,
he's cool,
and
but I
obviously
don't think
Clone
so.
Wars still would have won that, but I would love to get another, like, loads more Tales of the Jedi. I feel like that, and that, because the thing is, you don't have to limit that to just the 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 Republic era.
Mhm.
You could go Old Republic, like, do you know what I mean? You just, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I 100%
Um,
agree with that statement, but at the same time, in a way, I kind of feel like, uh, in my opinion, that the what is it? The oh god, why is my brain not working? The Star Wars Visions, like episode
yeah,
1 or 2 of that is like peak, like the animated battle, and that is pretty
yeah.
sick, you know.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I would I kind of have that kind of bias towards it.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
no. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our bracket. Let us know what you think about that. Do you think that we're completely in the wrong? I know that the Star Wars community can be toxic, so I'd love for you to tell us and tell us how you feel, or anything like that. Um, we do plan on doing more brackets. We do have ones for Harry Potter coming up in the foreseeable future to see what the best Harry Potter games there is and slash also movies. We also will always be doing our weekly gaming podcast, the Gamer Chat. As always, that will also release later today. Just leave a like on the video. Let us know what you think. Is any recommendation on any other tier brackets you'd like us to do and how our opinions are like
Harry
some
Potter.
yeah, like Harry Potter, maybe our favorite RPG game, our favorite, like movie franchises, like a lot of stuff. Like Joe and I love getting up to meet every week. We always talk outside of this, like we'll message each other about football and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
let us know what you all think. This has been I was going to say Gamer Chat podcast, but I guess it is the May the Force be with you podcast. We will be back again next year.
We
May
were
the Force.
back again tomorrow for the Revenge of the Fifth.
Oh yeah, except
Hey.
but we don't know what we're going to talk about yet because we haven't
No,
discussed it.
we're not. We're not really. That was the Jedi
I
lies.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we were kind of like we went for like an hour 30 there, and I feel like both of us were waiting on some Star Wars news. So unfortunately, we haven't gotten any more Star Wars news. We were kind of hoping to get some, but yeah, that is the Star Wars bracket. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping on by. My name is Davey Boy. You can find me at Davey Plays Games over on X. And where can they find you, Joe?
Find me as Mopish Lawyer on X as well. Yeah. Thanks for coming along, everyone. Be interested to hear all your thoughts on it, and we look forward to the next one.
So yeah, peace out, everyone, and thank you all for stopping by.
Thank you.